Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the today's session. We have already started with our lesson number 6, conflict with the Mughals, and in the last session we have covered the topic Agra visit and escape. How Shivaji Maharaj was called by the Emperor Aurangzeb. Okay, he was invited, and then without knowing, he was house arrested in Agra for some days, and then Shivaji Maharaj succeeded in escaping from that house arrest. Right? Then what happened? Let us see. Now, as Shivaji Maharaj was arrested there, Shivaji Maharaj had a very, he was very angry with all these things. See how. He thought that Aurangzeb had cheated him, right? He gave him an invitation and didn't honor him, and in fact, in spite of honoring him, he arrested him. That's why he was very much angry. So, in that anger, what did Shivaji Maharaj decided? Let us see. On the offensive against Mughals, means what? Offensive means what? In a anger, go on attacking. Okay, very aggressive. He had become very aggressive, and in that aggression, he started attacking. He started attack against the Mughals. Now, what type of attacks? Let us see in this paragraph. Okay. Immediately after returning from Agra, Maharaj did not want any conflict with the Mughals. Okay, he did not want to fight with the Mughals. However, he wanted to recapture the forts and territories given to the Mughals as per the Purandar Treaty. Now, what happened? Shivaji Maharaj, as per the Purandar Treaty, we have studied. He had given some forts and territories to the Mughals. Yes or no? We have studied in the last session that while signing the Treaty of Purandar, Maharaj gave 23 of its forts and some adjoining territories. So now he decided, Shivaji Maharaj was very much angry with the act of Aurangzeb. So he decided that he will recapture back, means he will capture back again. Recapture means what? Capture back again the forts which he had given to the Mughals. So he started planning in that way. For this, he prepared a comprehensive and bold plan. So what happened? As per the Purandar Treaty, he decided to recapture all the forts and territories, those who he had given to the Mughals as per the treaty. For this, he prepared a comprehensive and bold plan. So he just started preparing a very comprehensive, means inclusive, and a very bold plan. It was a strategy to capture the forts by sending a well-equipped army on the one hand, and on the other hand to keep the Mughals unstable by invading the territories of the Deccan under their control. So what did he plan? He thought that he will send small units of army on each forts, okay, on the forts which he had given to the Mughals. So, and in that way he will send a very well equipped army, and he will send on those forts one by one and try to capture them, and on the other hand he will also keep the Mughals unstable, means they will become very confused, they will become unstable by when they will see that their forts and territories are also getting captured. Now the forts and the territories which were under the control of the Mughals, their own forts in the Deccan area, Shivaji Maharaj also decided to invade those territories, okay, those which were under the Mughals control. So in this way he was making unstable condition for the Mughals. Maharaj attacked the Mughal territories of Ahmednagar and Junnar. Then he recaptured several forts. So see, first what did he attack? The territories of Ahmednagar and Junnar. Then he recaptured. Recaptured means already he had captured, but those forts he had given to the Mughals as per the Treaty of Purandar, and now he is recapturing them. He is capturing them back again. So which were those forts? Such as Sihagarh, Purandar, Lohagarh, Mahuli, Karnala and Rohida, one after the other. Then Maharaj attacked Surat for a second time. While returning from Surat, he fought a great battle with the Mughals at Vani Dindori in Nasik district. So, are you getting his plan? First, he recaptured the several forts. Then he attacked Surat for the second time. Then, while returning from Surat, he fought a great battle with the Mughals, where in the Nasik district at Vani Dindori. Then Maharaj defeated the Mughal Sardar Daud Khan in the great battle. Okay, so whom did he defeated? One Mughal Sardar was there. His name was Daud Khan. He defeated this Sardar in the great battle. After that, Moropant Pingle captured Trimbakgarh near Nasik. So, Moropant Pingle, he captured Trimbakgarh near Nasik. Okay, turn your page. Page 26. Thus, Shivaji Maharaj was successful in the offensive that he had launched against the Mughals. So, this way, what Shivaji Maharaj had planned, okay, he was successful in that. He had planned the offensive, means the attacks against the Mughals, and he succeeded in those attacks against the Mughals. Sardars such as Tanaji Malusare, Moropant Pingle, Pratap Rao Gujjar, etc. made a valuable contribution in these offensives. So, you have to remember the names of these great people who have given their valuable contribution in these offensives. Krishnaji Ananta Sabasad, a contemporary chronicler, thus describes this campaign. Now, what do you mean by contemporary chronicler? Means those days what happened in the times of the kings, okay? At that times, whatever historical events used to happen, okay, any important or any historical event has to be happen, that event was written by a person. He used to note down, he used to write down that historical event, and that person was called as contemporary chronicler. So, he is the person who writes the accounts of important and historical events, okay. So, who was that time? Who was that person? A chronicler. Who was that? His name was Krishnaji Anand Sabasad. So, he wrote down, he noted that historical event, and he thus describes this campaign. How did he describe? He took as many, he means what? Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, here he means what? Shivaji Maharaj. He took as many as 27 forts in 4 months and earned a great reputation for himself. So, he has written that, he has written down that in the books by mentioning that Shivaji Maharaj has captured 27 forts in just a period of 4 months. 4 months mein he captured many forts. 27 means many forts in such a short period of time, and by doing this he earned a great reputation for himself, okay. So, that were the words written. He described this campaign in such words, okay. Then we come to the topic coronation. Now, what do you mean by coronation? Coronation means a ceremony of crowning. Okay, whenever you have a sovereign state or a sovereign kingdom, sovereign means what? Independent. Okay, free from the other rules. Okay, if you get such sovereign kingdom, then there was a ceremony of crowning. Someone used to crown, someone used to become the coronation. In the coronation ceremony, a person used to be honored by a crown. That is called a coronation ceremony. The founding of the Maratha Swaraj involved a relentless struggle for over 30 years. So, the Marathas, the Swaraj Maratha holders were struggling for over 30 years for, getting this, founding this Swaraj. This involved a relentless struggle. Relentless means what? A very intense, यानी मराठी में यू कॅन से कठोर स्ट्रगल केलं त्यांनी, खूप कठोर फाईट केली, ठीक आहे. सो फॉर ओव्हर 30 years, then Maharaj realized that now it was necessary for the Swaraj to win general recognition as a sovereign independent state. Now Maharaj thought that now our Swaraj has become sovereign, has become independent, and so it should be recognized, it should be identified as a sovereign independent state. The Swaraj should get a general recognition as a sovereign independent state. For this, a formal coronation was necessary. So Maharaj thought that for happening this, there is a necessary of formal coronation. And on 6th June 1674, he had himself coronated at Raigad by Gagabhat, a learned Pandit. So on 6th June 1674, Maharaj had coronated at himself at Raigad by Gagabhat, a learned Pandit. Who was the Pandit for that coronation ceremony? Who was that? He was a Gaga Bhatt. Okay, he was a very, you can say a very educated Pandit, a learned Pandit. Okay, I will just stop here today for the today's session. Hope you have understood. So take care and have a nice day.